You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef
Tucson.
Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on this Monday morning, March 21st. Thank you for tuning in to Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
Oh, we got a great show lined up for you this morning. A big show for many different reasons. But first, let's do some house cleaning. Congratulations to our U of A Wildcats men basketball for securing another spot in the next round of the NCAA March Madness brackets.
Oh, the madness. It's here at home.
Yeah, it was a scare. They took it to overtime. That's what they do this year. they make you feel like, uh-oh, they could be losing it. And then they come back and they win in dominant fashion. And that's exactly what happened again last night. And their next game will be on the 24th, as we are, just everyone's bracket here in Arizona is predicting Arizona going all the way to the end. And knock on wood, let's hope that happens. And a lot of brackets are predicting Gonzaga versus Arizona in the finals, which what a storyline that would be. That would be, if that could happen. And it's still, it's not easy to do, even though they're both number one seeds and they're probably both arguably the best teams in college basketball today. But it's very difficult to do. But if that does happen, that's the magic of sports. And the storylines that create, you can't write this stuff.
Right.
Tommy Lloyd going back first year as a head coach, going back and facing his former team in the final for it all. Like, that would be mind blowing. If that happens,
personal.
if it's this time, it's personal. Yeah. And if that happens, that's like a movie right off the bat. And right now, if it's like a movie, then who's going to play Tommy Lloyd, man? And I'm already thinking about casting decisions. I'll tell you right now, Jeremy Renner is out. We're not casting his ugly ass. That ain't happening. All right, not for our U of A Wildcats, not for Tommy Lloyd. I seen Tommy Lloyd in person. He's not a bad-looking guy. So Jeremy Renner, out. Brad Pitt, he aged out. So we have to go a little younger. You know what? I'll do it.
You'll step up.
Yeah. I won an acting award in 8th grade. I still have those chops. Yes, it's true.
Nice.
Best actor in a play, and I was a lead. It was not a supporting actor.
What was the play?
I don't know, but I played a detective named Rivets O'Neill. I do recall that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
on the case.
I was a hard-hitting gumshoe. And
Keep going.
I was solving the case while wooing all the ladies in the process. It was one of those things. And you know what? Wooing all the ladies was not in the script. It was something that I added to the character, and it had depth.
There you go.
Yeah, about 4.5 inches of depth, to be honest. But it still added the depth. And I was so fantastic that I won an award and I retired. I hung it up. I was like, look, I've mastered this acting thing. I'm good. I'm going to focus on radio. But if they make a movie for these U of A Wildcats, and Tommy Lloyd coming to Tucson in his first year as a head coach in a Division I, college basketball, collegiate basketball, and winning it all against his former school, I would have to be Tommy Lloyd. I would have to be cast in that role.
I mean, I'll start the petitions now online. Let's get it done.
Yeah. We got to start steamrolling. We really have to get ahead of it because honestly, I don't know if they wrote the script yet. And the hell, life is still writing the script out.
It's true.
Yeah, but I'll throw it in there. I know I'm better than Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, we want to be ready. Got to get Jeremy Renner done. Yeah, we got to be ready to pounce on it when they win.
Right. Hell, we'll shoot our own movie if they don't cast me. We'll just do it on the iPhone and have Rico edit it.
Easy.
Yes.
4K.
Couple highlights or stats and facts I want to share with you. Let's see. They're all there. There's no stats and facts I could share with you. I can't read right now. I'm just starting it off and I'm already picturing like how I got to work out to become Tommy Lloyd. So, I got to physically train like the Rock would for a movie.
So tequila, we had that down this weekend. That's good.
Yes. So we had a great weekend this weekend. We're going to have some great stories to share with you. We were at the Roadrunners game on Friday and Saturday, and we had some fun shenanigans there. And Empowers, Rico, and myself went to Ren Fair yesterday.
Oh, legendary.
Yeah, I'm still a little drunk off the mead. Both Powers and I were dressed as kings. Rico, for whatever reason, was Neo from the Matrix.
He just was.
I don't know why.
He just was.
I don't know what his deal was, but he dressed that way, and we ate turkey legs and interacted with some people. We'll have some fun video to share with that on our social media pages here in the next day or two. Okay, so here's what we have going on today. At 7 a.m., I have a major concert announcement, and then win them before you could buy them tickets for that said concert announcement. But at 8 o'clock, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to double dip. I'm going to give you another concert announcement.
Oh.
And then I'm going to give you an opportunity to win them before you can buy them for that concert announcement as well.
Oh.
I will give you hints. One concert announcement is for Auction Pavilion up north, right?
Okay.
The other is a local big concert.
Oh, man.
Yeah. A big concert that is local. All right. So you're going to know these bands. You love these bands. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to see those bands live. So make sure you're tuning in at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock this morning for both those concert announcements and your opportunity to win those tickets. All that. Plus, we got Morning Moron coming up next. And Paddy the Baddy has returned to the UFC. And he's got another great soundbite gem that I can share with you guys. It's so much more. So let's get this party going. 600 KFMA's phone number if you want to shout out. And let's play some Rob Zombie. Yeah. All right. Here's Living Dead Girl on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Let's go.
Who is this irresistible?
We're going live. Watch this. You ready, Powers? Just gonna do a tease. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to B-Figure Presents. It's the podcast broadcast. We are live on the radio, 102.1 KFMA. You know that. We're also streaming live at the KFMA Facebook page and youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, there was a study that revealed what the most boring job and hobby you can have is. I'm going to just break that down for you just to make sure you're not living the most boring life as possible. I know morning radio DJ is not on that list, and that's good news. But you know what else isn't on that list? Financial security. Yeah, so go figure. So we're going to break that down after Lincoln Park, but you could join us for the conversation on the podcast broadcast stream. Here's what I've done on Rock 102.1, and I rhyme just for fun, and I've only just begun.
Oh, stop him.
Clear. All right. So, well, welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining the podcast broadcast stream. We do have some show and tell this morning. We're going to show you some pictures from our Ren Fair experience. Not video yet, though. I know Powers has some video, some amateur video, if you will.
Again, I don't think Rico's making some masterpiece that means we can't show
Don't knock it.
certain things.
Just wait. No, I mean, there's some things that deserve a good reveal.
I am the one that shot the best furry video. I don't know what he did.
Did you give him that audio or did you give him that video?
I put all that stuff in the folder. He, of course, shared nothing because I could tell. I'm like, oh, make sure you share that. Oh, no, I will. I'm like, he's hard in his footage. He doesn't want anyone looking at his footage.
Yeah, no. Well, he also went to the gym last night after we got home. So, yeah, it was a long day at the Ren Fair, but it was pretty cool to go there and eat a turkey leg and experience Ren Fair in all its glory. And if you didn't see the pictures, Powers and I dressed up, and Rico dressed up as well. But Rico, I don't think he got the memo. He's super LA with it.
No, I know. Again, much like with Kat, I knew that sometimes getting them to, hey, put this on. What do you mean?
Right.
Because he's too worried about his stupid style.
Well, I did get called a poser at one point.
Who called you a poser?
A group of D-bags walking by. You know, they were commenting on the outfit, and then I overheard them say poser. But you know what? I didn't get upset at this because I'm like, yeah.
What were they dressed as? Like a real bunch of Lord of the Rings looking?
No, they were dressed like Arizona D-bags. You know, they dress like me on a regular basis. So they weren't dressed up. But at the same time, like if you take offense to that, I can understand why you would take offense to that because you are the real deal. Me dressing up like a king for Ren Fair is 100% poser. I was definitely being a poser. I'm not a full-blown cosplayer. I'm not a big Ren Fair fanatic. You know, I went in Rome. I'm with my friend Powers. He's going to dress up all silly. He's going to hand me a fucking cape and a crown. I'm going to wear a cape and a crown because, you know, I'm past the point of giving a fuck.
I had 3 capes and crowns. And Rico's like, oh, no, I got my own thing. I got this black bathrobe on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah. So let me show some pictures here as I'm sharing the stream. And you're going to see this. So coming up first on our Ren Fair. And my question to you, streamers, comment have you ever dressed up for the Ren Fair or Comic-Con? So here I am, King Beef, next to Sire Powers.
There you go. Look at
and
that
then
cod
Neo
piece.
from the Matrix.
Boom.
Yes.
And Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
25
Look at him.
seconds.
Look at
and Powers' friend Talia and her husband Senan.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
Yeah,
us
you
standing
draw
in
your
front of
sword.
the
I just
castle.
made a GIF of that in the other folder.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go to the other folder. So
I
this
will.
show we got to talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
When we're done,
Don't
because I
get
want to
too
talk about Ren
excited.
Fair.
We got 10 seconds.
I know.
But yes, we'll break this down here in a little bit. So that's just a little Ren Fair tease. We did have a good time though. All right. And then Nick has dressed up. All right, let's get on here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast. We were just doing some show and tell from our Ren Fair field trip that we had yesterday. It was good times. Keep an eye out on our social media because we're going to have a recap video that we're going to share with you guys probably tomorrow morning around this time. But first, there is a new study that figured out what the most boring jobs and hobbies you can have are. And this was not that surprising once we broke it down. This happened in England. They looked at jobs and hobbies seen as the most boring. So it's all subjective, but, based on what other people think. So there is some credence to it. The authors of the study even said it's unfair because they're just based on stereotypes. But sometimes, when it's a broad thing, like sometimes stereotypes ring true when it comes to these kind of jobs. I would argue that some of them are pretty factual.
Can I make some guesses?
Yes, please.
One big guess is parking lot attendant.
No, that's pretty exciting, actually.
I have some friends. They're just like, they just get bored now. They're so bored while they're doing that. But go on then.
Are they breathing in when the fumes drive by?
Is that what you got to do?
Get lightheaded.
Keeps
and you're
it exciting.
Like, it's an amazing shift. I don't remember half of it. It was a blast. Well, according to the results, the most boring person alive this is the combination to make yourself the most boring person alive. And there could be somebody out there that fits this description. Okay. First and foremost, let's check this off the list. If you're a data analyst, okay,
right. Yeah.
who lives in a rural area,
Okay.
I'm looking at you, Miranda, all right, watches a ton of TV,
Okay.
I'm looking at you, majority of Tucson, is probably religious and sleeps a lot. So that combination, that Molotov cocktail of boringness would make you the most boring person alive. Now, people were asked to name the most boring ways to spend your free time. And the 5 things that got the most votes are sleeping, going to church, watching TV, bird watching or observing animals. And I don't know anyone who does this in their free time, but just doing math. If you're just sitting at home doing math, congratulations, you're a nerd. But I mean, math is fun.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Math
good.
is not fun.
I mean, I'm
a big nerd. I will not back that statement.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I didn't want to offend any mathletes out there.
Yeah,
but
I love how many people you're willing to offend, but mathletes,
Yeah.
we got to keep those people in our good graces.
Yes, that's where I cross the line.
Lose all our mathlete listeners.
They're the ones that, they write down little data reports on the ratings.
Yeah.
Well, the 5 most boring jobs you could have, of course, we already mentioned data analyst, but accounting, taxes or insurance, cleaning, and banking. All right. Now, the flip side of that coin is the exciting jobs. So what would you think is an exciting job?
Ride race cars professionally.
Okay. Well, that's not on this list.
Right. That's not really a real job.
Yeah. So they say
Bartending.
Bartending didn't make the list either, even though that is an exciting job. I know this from experience,
Me
but
too.
they say performing arts.
Yep. So
Okay.
fun.
So you got that. Science, somehow, some way.
Just science in general.
I guess journalism is fun. Yeah, because it's a blast when people are screaming fake news at your face all the time.
Yeah.
Healthcare and then teaching.
Teaching is exciting.
Well, it's exciting because you don't know if you're gonna get stabbed any given day.
Sure.
Yeah, like when you walk in there, you're like, is this the red alert day?
Knives
sketchy.
are so 80s. Everyone's all into the shootings, obviously.
Oh,
That's what
yes,
people are.
yes. Yes.
So that
But
must be a thrill ride.
that does make it exciting.
Yeah.
All right,
Yikes.
so there you have it. Some of the most boring jobs and some of the most exciting jobs. So if you're somewhere in the middle, congratulations, you're winning at life. Let's continue this conversation on the podcast broadcast, go through our slideshow of some of our Ren Fair adventures, and we come back, we'll have some Ragmag news for you. Stick around. Clear.
Todd, I'm taking that personally. This is performing arts. Look at us go. It's exciting. He sounds like someone in the performing arts sounds like someone who's just trying to be famous.
Right. Let's see. Yeah.
MC. That's the best. I just host things at Hotel Congress. That's a fun job to just be that guy.
Yeah. I too host an arena for the Roadrunners games. I always have a good time with that. I'm never bored at that game or doing that gig. So, that's very enjoyable. And then we saw somebody in the Ren Fair. There's lots of performers at the Ren Fair. One person in particular was fantastic. He was a puppeteer.
Yeah.
And he did this killer show. And then afterwards, of course, Powers, being Powers, wanted to get a picture with this guy. And when he goes up to the guy's like, "What's up, Frank?" So, of course, the guy knows Powers just from
And I
because
have no idea.
this man is a legend in nerd circles. Those are a lot of big circles. That's a huge community. This guy's a goddamn celebrity where the performers there who are the celebrities are like, "Oh, there you are."
It's weird when it happens because it means I must be doing something right because I feel like I don't do anything.
That's true.
Let's go back to those pictures. We didn't actually even look at them.
Well, okay. Well, let's go back. We'll go back to the Instagram real quick.
Yeah.
But I will play a clip before I get into. So here's Powers with the dragon puppet.
Right. So yeah, I brought my dragon. He's super cute. That was fun. And the fun thing about that was it's like a decapitated head of a dragon.
Yes.
Like some kids are like, "Oh, look, he slayed the dragon." I'm like, "You're damn right I did, kids."
That's right. Yes. Huzzah. We're saying huzzah a lot. And so yeah, back to the slideshow again. I rocked the king crown on top of my backwards hat and made it fit
You look
perfectly.
great.
Yeah, it actually worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
And I was getting some looks. I had a lady selling me a turkey leg, call me Kang, in a way that I was like, "Ooh, oh." She's like, because I tried to tip her, and she's like, "I can't accept tips, love." And I'm like, "Oh, that's okay." And then she's like, "But I appreciate you, Kang." And I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, nice. I got 2 turkey legs now."
Oh my Lord.
All right, so
Here's all about it.
yeah,
Here's all about it. So here's a good one. Here's do I just run into a friend? Oh, that's just me running into a friend. That's Tyler.
yes.
He does a lot of great stuff. People might recognize Tyler. He's a photographer locally. Does a lot of great Comic-Con stuff. Even definitely, I was like, I bet I run into him. He organized a whole thing to have a bunch of people go there.
Okay,
Yep.
nice.
He's rad, dude.
That's
that's the guy.
that
He
recognized you.
was so rad. If you are thinking about going to this thing, go to it for just this show.
Yeah,
Like, I really thought this was so impressive because here's the thing a lot of people don't know, and I didn't know. What was the best part about this whole Renaissance Festival? It's R-rated. There was adult humor. This was a fully adult, not for kids show.
yeah.
And they just say that. None of the kids leave. And he just makes fun of them. It's disgusting jokes, hilarious jokes.
Lots of sex jokes.
Yeah.
And the joke of the day, I'm spoil it
You're
for
going
you.
to give away
because-
the main joke because it's so good.
Yeah, his closer joke. He did a Johnny Carson bit, right? Where, what was the name of the Carson bit that he used to do?
Oh,
Do you remember?
yes,
Where he's
Karnak.
psychic. Yeah, the great
Karnak.
Karnak, right? So he basically did this. The setup is giving the punchline first, or giving you the answer, and then the punchline is the question. So he goes, the answer is jazz. And then the punchline is, what is the past term for jizz?
Yeah. This is in a crowd of apparently up to 800 people or at points. Like,
Yeah.
and it's so
kids.
funny. And then he goes, "Yeah, it makes you think about jazz hands a little different." We're just dying. I was so impressed
Yeah.
because it was so nice, friendly reminder. Oh, there's the guy said his best dressed, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
The Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, best dressed. Like, there you go. I just
Nice.
stop and bother
Diet
people.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I stop bother people left and right. Making decrees.
Yeah. So
I decree.
we talked about this too earlier. So these furries here, this furry right here, and like I said, we plugged it on the air. This furry has like hips and boobs. These are all female furries, right? So we want to take a group picture after they did this little joust thing. And so while waiting for the camera to be ready to get this picture, I start BSing with this furry right here. And I'm like, doesn't it get hot in there? And then the voice goes, yeah, it gets really hot. I'm like, oh my God. Like there's a dude in there.
Yeah,
and then,
surprise.
apparently this is dude's girlfriend. I don't know, but very odd to see furries there.
Yeah.
But of course,
I love it.
Yeah.
I support the furries.
Yeah,
So here you go.
here's-
This is what they were doing, which of course gathered a crowd. Like they rode the little joust game, and they even like get them all set up. Like, let's have you both go at the same time. There you go. Boom. And then I'm a friendly guy, so I got their email after and sent this to them, and they were so happy I sent it to them. Look at that. So fun.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and then goat, and of course Powers got goat jokes. So yeah,
That's right.
it was fun, and there's a couple weekends left. So if you get a chance, definitely check out the Ren Fair.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna have more that we're gonna show you. But earlier this morning, we also talked about Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. I'm a big fan of this kid, And he made some waves this weekend fighting in the UFC. He won again. It's questionable of how good his opponent was, but he did have a first round victory. And then afterwards stole the show like he does just by clever sound bites. So here is our segment about Paddy the Baddy doing his deeds. Oh, yeah. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. If you guys don't recall Paddy the Baddy, I geeked out on him when he made his UFC debut late last year. And because when he did it, he came in not only confident with swagger, he had a look like a madman. He has a bowl cut. You can't take your eyes off this kid. And then once he starts running his mouth, it is box office gold. Yeah. And we just, like I said, geeked out. I'll give you some examples. This was Paddy the first time he debuted in the UFC, saying how he is the UFC's new cash cow. Check this out.
I'm here to take over, lad. I'm the new cash cow. I'm the new main man on the UFC roster. I best be in the game next week, lad. That's simple. Know what I mean? I'm the new man, lad. People are going to be calling me out now. Do you know who the boy is? Well,
now, see, he has an accent because he's from Liverpool, right? Liverpool, working class, hard, blue collar community, a lot of poor kids growing up. And London, man, has a resurgence in just Europe, but more importantly, like Britain area and London, they have a lot of scrappers coming up who are really good fighters. And, Paddy's just one of them. And he's just a super charisma. He has a lot of charisma. Here's him talking about Scousers. Scousers are people from Liverpool and how they don't get knocked out.
Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. Paddy.
What did I tell you, Mike? Me and you will be having this conversation after the first round finish. And what happened?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. You almost got knocked out. You got caught with a beautiful left hook. But come on. Hey, listen, it's not how you start. It's how you finish. And you finished in style.
You know me saying, lad, I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. Hey, I take that all day.
Right? So the confidence on this kid is great. So this Saturday, he fought in the UFC, and, he won in the first round by submission, rear naked choke. Now, there are going to be naysayers out there because the person he did fight was an unranked opponent, a good opponent, but an unranked opponent. So, it was only his second fight in the UFC, and Dana White does realize he has something, but he was downplaying it in fight week leading up to the event, saying, hey, Paddy has the talk, but he has to back it up. He has to, win. And the only way that he's going to be as big as he says he's going to be is to rack up those W's, which is true. But he did rack up the W. And the first thing he did when they were interviewing him after the fight was reignite the feud that he has in his mind. The number one person in the world that he wants to fight more than anybody else, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, good.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Finally.
Yes. And the reason why is because they keep effing with his Instagram page. Here is Paddy the Baddy calling out Mark Zuckerberg at the UFC over the weekend. Check out this audio gold. I love this kid.
But who I want to fight? Mark Zuckerberg. Lad, I'm going to punch your head in. I'm sick of you, lad. Know what I mean? Sick of you shutting my Instagram accounts down when all I do is help charities and help people with mental health problems. You're the biggest bully in the world, lad.
So you're the biggest bully in the world, lad. And all he does is help out. And it's true, Paddy's Instagram page has been all about promoting different charities and defending people who are getting bullied and defending people with disabilities getting bullied by trolls online. So Paddy, is a good-hearted kid. And he's not taking it anymore. Now, he's currently using a backup account that he started 2 weeks ago. And on Friday, he posted a picture with a young cancer patient he'd invited to the fight. And it appears to be the same boy he posted about earlier when he had his page taken down. So Paddy the Baddy is here officially. And he said when he won the fight that the O2 arena that they fought in, too small. Next time, they got to fill up a stadium in London. And I feel like they might be able to do it with just one or two more wins.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yes. For wrestling fans, they're going to love this kid. Paddy the Baddy. Google him today. When we come back, there's a long-running TV show that is notorious for being dirtbag TV. Well, it's canceled. I'll tell you what that show is next on Beef Vegan Presents. That show is Maury. Maury got canceled.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And here's Powers and I geeking it up at the Ren Fair. I did actually. I didn't see what I looked like. I just put it on and walked around.
You look great.
Yeah, thanks.
I
Yeah.
don't think those people called you a poser.
They totally did. I do know that. I'm very self-aware and aware of my surroundings. You know who I also saw? You didn't even notice this. Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz was there. And he was standing in between two people. So it was literally Malcolm in the middle at the Ren Fair.
Really?
Yeah, he was there.
You didn't try to get a photo or anything from far away?
No, I'm not going to fucking bug
Oh, I
Frankie.
mean, just from far away to be like,
Not
"Oh,
even,
just
no.
prove it.
No, I'm not going to TMZ him or paparazzi
I
him.
don't believe you.
I let the dude, Rico saw it too. So immediately I turned back and I was like, he's like, yeah, Frankie's here. Because he lives in Phoenix. People forget that. He's a Phoenician.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, I spotted him out of all the people.
Was he dressed up at all?
No.
Feather in his hat? Nothing?
Nothing. I know.
Shame.
He's a dainty lad too, but Frankie's a musician as well, and I wish him well. But I didn't. When I see people who are quote unquote celebrities or whatever, I don't fuck with them, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to bother them. None of that. No. And plus, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take a picture of Frankie Muniz and then post it on my Instagram, and like, what is that?
Really.
Yeah, who's gonna give a fuck about
I
that?
don't
That's
really
gross.
I don't really get starstruck. Even when I meet wrestlers, even like I try to I don't often get, oh my God.
Yeah,
Like you just try to be
7
like,
seconds.
you're the man. Like, oh,
Yeah.
so good. Thanks.
That's what I did to Dolph
I
when
would-
I bumped into in a club.
Yeah.
Again, I said 7 seconds. So let's get back on.
yeah.
Rock on 2.1 KFMA. When he gets started, when Powers gets started, you got to reel him back, man, because he's
I'm
coming in with the.
counting it down.
You were not counting it down. You were about
Well,
to get back on. You know it.
well.
So we were talking about how he saw Frankie Muniz at the Renaissance Fair yesterday. It was a celebrity sighting extraordinaire, beyond anyone seeing me there. But with that,
Beyond
Powers.
everyone thinking Rico was again dressed like Neo.
Yeah. They thought Keanu Reeves was there on steroids. But the Powers asked me if I tried to take a picture with Frankie or just would take a picture of Frankie, which is a resounding no. Absolutely not. First off, I don't, covet D-list celebrities. And Frankie had a good run as a child actor, and I wish him well in his adult life and spending that Malcolm in the Middle money. But at the same time, me grabbing a shot, whether it's a paparazzi shot or a selfie with him, and then posting it on Instagram, I'm not that dude.
No.
I'm not. That's not a good look. Who wants? I would have people purposely unfollow me if I'm posting content like that on my page. Like legitimately, there's no reason to geek out of Frankie Muniz. Let him be. He's just living in Arizona. He's smart enough to know that Arizona is a good place to live.
It's true.
Mhm.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
You think Razor would have taken a selfie with him?
Yes, Razor would have definitely taken a selfie with him and completely been like, "Oh, it's my favorite show," and it wouldn't be his favorite show. He would just say that. I mean, I've heard him talk to musicians who come through, and I'll give Razor this credit. He is the ultimate fanboy, right?
Yeah.
He is very passionate about music, live concerts, and doing all that. But he does fanboy a little too hard for my liking, and everyone that comes in is like the next best thing. Next to like sliced bread, right? So, and then selfies galore. And I just don't like the selfies. Razor, I know you're listening right now. Like, as a friend, all right, I want to intervene. Like, let's chill out on the selfies. I'll tell you what, look for somebody who looks trustworthy and then ask them to take a picture of you using your phone. That's what people are doing now. The selfie is getting to a point where it's not a thing anymore. People don't really enjoy posting the selfies. So when you're doing like 10 a day on your page, which I'm exaggerating, it's 9, and I apologize. I would still say, as a friend, talking to another friend, colleague to colleague,
Yeah.
cut that crap out, man. Too old for it.
Peer to peer.
If you're 12, you're too old for it. But if you're 11, all day long, selfie all day. I got celebrity ragbag news coming up, but first, let me tell you this story about someone. Like, if I ever had a situation to rent out my house as an Airbnb, I would never do it. I just don't trust people. Even if I know there's like background checks or they cover their bases. But here's another example of an Airbnb gone bad. A group of people recently stayed at an Airbnb in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they stole everything, including the appliances. So they rented this house out and they just ransacked it and gutted it. They stole a bunch of small stuff like the hairdryer and vacuum. They even ripped out all the TVs out of the wall along with the washer and dryer. They ended up leaving the washer in the middle of the living room. So they either ran out of time or ran out of space to pack it all.
Yeah.
But the dumb part is all of them used their actual ID when they booked the place.
How is that not on the Morning Moron?
I know.
Wow.
This is a bonus moron for you. So the only reason why I didn't put it in Morning Moron is because the cops are still looking for these people, but they have warrants out for everybody who went in and basically did a free yard sale and rummaged through this entire house.
Yeah, except left their name, ID, and everything behind.
Yeah.
Still.
Still.
Here's a calling card. It's my actual business card.
Yeah.
Come find me anytime.
Exactly. All right, your Celebrity Rag Mag news coming up after Rob Zombie and POD. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, the podcast broadcast. Words. I say words.
Look great. Yay.
What's some of our comments here?
One of them is from Razor saying, "No, I would not take a selfie with Frankie." He said he
Nah,
texted me.
that's a lie. That's a lie, Razor. I know you would. And you want to go to Razor's page right now?
That's so funny.
Would you like to go to Razor's page right now?
I mean, you can.
Oh, I
if you
can.
want.
Let's see some of Razor's posts on his page as we go to the Facebook. And I do give him credit for, listening. He's in tune what's going on and blah, 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 blah. Knows what I'm doing. Read Carlo. This is almost like a selfie.
That's not a selfie. You just said that's someone. This is almost a selfie.
Nah,
you
I
can't
know.
say that.
It's just because it's Kiss. I'm just hating on Kiss.
I was gonna say it's when you said it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I was gonna say it's the greatest thing since kiss bread.
Ah, yes, Kiss bread. That would have been good. So there's Razor in front of Razor Palace. All right. All right. So selfie number 1.
That's selfie appropriate.
Is it though?
He's in front of Razor Palace.
Have somebody take it. He's not walking the streets by himself. Like just before that, this isn't I'm not going to say this is a selfie, but it's kind of a selfie. Just another one. He just posted a shot with his wife. Look at it. He's at all the concerts. And that's the thing I give credit to Razor for. Because, I'm getting to the age where some concerts, if it's a weeknight concert, I'm like, I don't know. Razor's been to more concerts than anyone I know. And there's no slowing down. Razor's going to be the guy that's 90 years old in the pit. So there's some memes. I got to look at his DJ page. But yeah, it's a lot of selfies. All right. This is one that just popped up. Maybe it's because I hate on Razor's social media so much that he pops up as like the first thing on my feed every morning. And I was like, selfie. But either way. All right, let's see. I do have a clip I want to share with you this morning because Powers and I have been, hitting on all cylinders. We did just talk about a Morning Moron story. I do want to share with you our official Morning Moron today. Went a little something like this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's now 6:13. Time for the Morning Moron. You ready for this, Powers?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, this guy's dumb. Carjackers in generally, not a smart breed.
No.
Yeah. Anyone that comes up to you and forcefully takes your car, you don't know. That's I feel like it's a crime that you're begging to get caught doing, and not too many carjackers actually get away with it. And in some areas, are more likely to be carjacking than others. And you want to avoid those areas, obviously.
Sure.
Well, this story is about a 27-year-old carjacker in St. Louis. Okay. He went up to a vehicle, tried to carjack it. There was 2 people inside. 2 police officers. This happened early Saturday morning. All right. Now, the thing is, when you go up to try to carjack police officers right off the bat, that's a bad look.
Yeah.
It's not a good plan, not well thought out. You obviously didn't look at who you're going to rob until you were in the moment of robbing. And I'm sure it was an OS moment, right? And you're like, oh, simple mistake, right? Stupid criminals do stupid criminal mistakes.
Yeah.
And this is what caught him up. But here's the thing that makes him a Morning Moron. The car they were sitting in was a fully marked police car.
Okay.
So he didn't realize he was carjacking 2 cops inside a cop car. Yeah, that's why this segment's called Morning Moron, right? So he stepped into traffic, walked to the passenger side of the police car, and pointed the gun at them. Now, fortunately, the officers were able to do a quote-unquote maneuver out of the way, and that's when the carjacker realized it was a police car. Somehow, he didn't realize it ahead of time. I don't know. I don't know. And that's the thing. You can't ask someone to explain stupid.
No.
Yeah, there is no rational explanation. It's just stupid. It's like he was so focused on the carjacking. Maybe he was just looking at the tires. Yeah, there's 4 tires. That's what I want to steal.
Like,
Someone has 4 tires.
Maybe he did. Maybe he like said, all right, psyched himself up and then like walked over and like a car had moved up an entire thing. He went to jack the wrong one.
Yeah.
Like how?
You need, but even so, even if he did that, carjack the car right in front of the cop car, that would make the cops very easy for them to pull over the carjacker because they're directly behind the car that they just jacked.
It's true.
Yeah. So, anyways, the officers chased him. They caught him. They arrested him, and no one was injured. And later on in the podcast broadcast, I actually have video of the arrest that I'll share with you. But yes, today's morning moron is a 27-year-old who attempted to carjack 2 police officers while in a police car. Not a good move.
No.
There you have it. All right, coming up next, Paddy the Baddy returned to the UFC, and it was a highlight reel again. I will tell you the pros and the cons of that fight and drop a soundbite on you that is pure Paddy the Baddy gold. Is Paddy McBaddy or Paddy the Baddy the next Conor McGregor?
Oh, we'll see, right?
That's what we were hoping for. So all things Paddy coming up next. Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Boo, 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 boo. Is this still going? Boo, 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 boo.
Boo.
Oh, yeah, I am on. I didn't know if that was from earlier or if that's right now. It's Monday, right?
That's why sometimes I'll do little motions like, okay, I'm on.
Yeah, that's
like
me.
until I get myself.
I just
that is
sent
me.
Nick, I do appreciate you shouting out the Discord. I did see Anthony and Manny chatting on there as well over the weekend at the hockey game. Join the Discord. Beef Vegan Presents. It's cool. You guys could chat amongst all of us. We're all on it. Are you on the Discord yet?
I don't know if I
Get
actually
on there.
am. I will.
Get on there. Damn it, Powers.
I don't know.
So I sent Kat an invite because Kat, if you guys recall, last week, Kat was all about this Ren Fair. And she's like, don't flake on me. We're going. And she didn't consider the fact that she had that wind down event that she was hosting at the Sonoran Desert Museum on Saturday. And it was a late night for her, but she was up early when we were ready to go.
I mean, that's the battle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're already awake? No.
Right.
Like, that's the hard part.
So she ended up not going with us. So we would have had a great time with Kat as well. Good footage. It would have been good content for her social media because she loves, engaging her fans and posting fun stuff. And yeah, she's super regretful, but at the same time, we got to roast her. So I did send her an invite to pop on the stream. I doubt she'll see it or join it, but I threw it out there just in case. Because if she does pop in, we do have to roast her because it was almost like it was her idea.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it was my idea, but no, it's fine.
And you want to take credit for the idea? I mean, we've been batting it around for a while. You've been begging. It's not like it was your idea.
I'm not saying it's my idea. I just don't think if I didn't keep needling you for less, I'm like, let's do it. Let's actually do it. I want to do it so bad.
Right.
And it was awesome.
Yes. So, yeah, it was essentially your idea. I gave a heads up like, hey, I do have these Ren Fair tickets and we should go. And yeah, then just like a kid, a week leading up to Disney or Christmas,
kept chomping at the bit.
Let's do Christmas.
Because I now know, again, this thing's temporary and it always disappears so quick. Like, it's like, yep, it's gone in 2 weeks. And I'm now booked the rest. Like, this was it.
Yeah.
So this is my only chance to go.
And honestly, I tried to flake like 15 minutes before it was time to go.
I saw.
Yeah. Because, I worked all weekend too. And, staying home and not driving up 2 hours to Gilbert sounded like a good idea as well. But I'm glad that I did go.
Me too.
And yeah, we had a good time. So
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was good. I'll show a couple more pictures here before we get into our ragbag news. Coming up after POD. Let's see. I don't want to reveal too much. I know you want me to show all, but
I don't care.
I do have faith.
One thing. The rest of it, I think, is pretty safe to show.
Yeah. Well, you'll see videos of this tomorrow. Oh, nice. This is.
Yeah, I might crop him out of that one just because that is a nice photo of me and you. But then there's the other two with him making a sexy Japanese girl face.
It would be a clean cut right there, but I do like that. And then a smile. Smile. Yep. Let's see. This is your new best friend.
Yes. Okay.
What's the character name again?
You'll see. I'll find it. I literally pulled it up. It was like,
oh, Dead Bob.
Yes, Dead Bob. This was the best thing. It was so funny. He's just humiliating children.
Yes.
Like, this was hilarious. And yeah, this is him being like, hey, Frank. I'm like, oh, well, it's great. This was great.
Yeah, Dead Bob was a fan of Powers.
Yeah. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that was one of the best things. And then we walked away There was another R-rated show, and then we're walking out, and there was some really like filthy show that was all about like sex positions and sign language and all this stuff, and it was hilarious. It was one of the best things ever.
Yeah, I will say this, and I didn't know this ahead of time, but capes are very slimming. I did not look doughy, wearing that cape.
You're great.
And yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like a pimp. I
Boom,
walked a
sword
little
out.
bit like a pimp. Yeah. Oh,
There you
whoa.
go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Boom! I love it.
All right, I'll have to upload on Instagram. I'll have to download that and upload that on Instagram.
Like, how good is that?
Yeah, that's good.
The cardboard cut of Rico is perfect.
Yeah.
He doesn't move an inch.
Nope. Yeah, he's ready. He knows how to take pictures. LA guy. All right, so that's our Ren Fair experience. It's just a little tip of the iceberg because the videos we were putting together is pretty fun too. So there's some good moments in there that hopefully we'll be able to share tomorrow. Do you guys know that we are giving away tickets for Sublime of Rome? They're coming to town in May in Ava Amphitheater. So I'm giving those away all week long, and also Shinedown. So just a heads up to streamers out there in case you missed it. Those are the two concert announcements that we made this morning.
Yeah.
And we have Win 'em before you can buy them tickets. And then tomorrow we got Tap Out Tuesday.
Who's Tap Out Tuesday tomorrow?
You know, I'm going to look that up right now. I'm hoping it's Squared Up Pizza because we were talking about that pizza today, and it's so good. If you guys haven't tried it, it's the Park Place Mall food court, which you think would be an odd place for, pizza joint, but they're doing up good.
That's
Oh
'cause-
shit, no, tomorrow's Thunder Bacon Burger Company.
Oh,
Lindy's
there you
coming
go.
back, so he's coming back with goodies.
There you go.
So either way, breakfast is covered.
Good
I
for
can
you
give
guys.
him ideas. He hasn't used my ideas yet. Now that's fine. Lindy knows what he's doing when it comes to burgers. But there was two things. I want him to make a beef vegan burger,
Yeah.
which is his black bean patty with all beef chorizo patty, right? So double burger. So the black bean patty on top of the beef patty. That's the beef vegan. And then he was doing his Hannibal Lecter style burger all month long. And I said, what about doing chicken skin, like fried chicken skin, like the chicken wing skin
Oh,
on
yeah,
top
you
of
were
that?
talking
Like,
about
yeah, like, but no. All right,
That's
let's get
ridiculous.
on. Oh, I know, but his eyes lit up. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's now 9:42. Got quick celebrity rag mag news for you. The other week I was announcing that Pete Davidson said he was going to be the next celebrity contestant on the Blue Origin.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos rocket. Well, apparently, he heard the world laughing at him, and now he claims he will not be going to space.
So did he get peer pressured out of going to space just because he's like, oh, I do look like a tool? I thought he didn't mind looking like a tool half the time.
No, I think at this point he's like, you know what? If I do this and date a Kardashian and everything else that's going well for me in life, the world will turn on me. And they were. So it was a smart call for him not to go to space. But, it's not like he's not hanging out with douchebags because he's also been hanging out a lot with Scott Disick. So that's a little Kardashian bash for you Kardashian fans out there. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are suing each other for defamation. Yeah, each other.
Oh, God.
And they're going to be involving a lot of celebrity witnesses. The witness list is like the Hollywood who's who. So if this actually goes to trial, it's going to be probably the biggest A-list event since the Golden Globes 4 years ago. People stopped showing up to those. And this is actually really great news because for fans of the Batman, it's always great that an actor loves a project so much that they fully encompass it and they devote themselves to it. Paul Dano, who played the Riddler in the Batman, is one of those people. And he loves the Riddler so much that he's written a comic for DC called Riddler Year One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Paul Dano literally wrote a comic basically giving the origin story for his Riddler.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
Isn't
Look
it?
at that. You get me with comic news?
I know.
My goodness.
I know I lost you with those first two stories, but then I reeled you back in.
Well done.
We're going to take a quick break. Be back with your beef tip right after these words. Keep it right here. It's Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Oh, yeah. See? I know my audience.
Well done.
And got the beef tip going up here soon. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that Daniel thing is. All right. We had a pretty good F My Life from this morning. In case you don't believe me, I can back it up with this clip. Check this
Loving
out.
by your mom.
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's time for another round of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations emailed to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life over the weekend that you care to share on the air, then give us a call. 600 KFMA at 600-5362. And Powers and I will weigh in on these. Are you ready, Powers?
Indeed.
All right. Jessica sent me this first email. She said the other day at work, the most handsome guy walked in. Starstruck. I went to greet him and then take him to the owner's office. To which I was just like, whoa, she moves fast. But that wasn't the case. Said only to promptly walk really hard into the corner of the door frame, smacking my forehead. I have a massive bruise and my boss won't stop laughing. F My Life for Jessica. What do you say, Powers?
I'm going to say big baby because that'll heal quick. And don't worry, you weren't going to fall in love.
I don't know. She kind of did fall in love, and that's why she lost her coordination. That's fantastic. All right, next F My Life from Camilla. She said, today while standing in line to get my driver's license renewed, I hiccuped and burped at the same time. Ooh. I was so flustered that I ended up telling an entire room full of people that I had the herpes. Hiccups and burps. She said herpes. That's not good, Camilla.
That's not good.
Yeah. Sorry, I got the herpes.
Whoops.
Whoa. Is that a thing?
What's that have to do with your indigestion, honey?
Yeah.
I'm going to say F My Life.
Absolutely. That's
A whole
fantastic.
room of people.
All right. Carly sent this next email. She said, today after my poly relationship with a married couple ended, I found out that the wife is blaming me for her divorce. Yeah. To avoid embarrassment, she told everyone around town, including my employer, that I'm a homewrecker. Never mind, she's the one who introduced me and asked me to be the third. See, it's a dangerous game you play when, you try to be somebody's third.
Don't be looking for logic. Even if you're somebody's just significant other, they're just going to throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
It's never their fault. They're, of course, going to blame the other person, especially when you're the other person.
Right. So you're going to say big baby on that?
Big baby.
All right. Yeah. You play with fire, you get burnt.
Yeah.
So sorry, Carly. Big baby. All right. Two more left real quick. Chris sent me this one, and Chris is a hero. He said, Saturday, I was about to walk across the street, and a girl in front of me who clearly wasn't paying attention to the traffic almost got ran over. I grabbed her arm and jumped back. She was fine, but I fell and fractured my arm and wrist.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, no good deed goes unpunished, but Chris, you did save someone's life.
Yeah.
F My Life. What do you say, Powers?
I will say F My Life, but at least you did save a life. I've broken my arm and wrist that exact way because I like to save people stuff. No, when you fall backwards and you try to brace yourself, break your wrist. Brutal.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, F your life, Chris, but hope you heal soon. And thank you for patrolling the streets.
Yeah.
Last F My Life email sent to me by Lizzie. She said, last weekend, my stepmother aired her opinions on how marriage and children are just shackles placed on women by men to keep them miserable, downtrodden, under control, and borderline suicidal. It's her stepmom, right? She made this speech during my wedding reception.
I was just going to say, where was this speech?
Oh, and I'm 4 months pregnant as well.
Oh, good.
Yes. F My Life for Lizzie.
Yeah, indeed.
100
a long life.
And 10% Lizzie, dear Lord. F your dad's life, too, because that's not a good look.
Yeah.
All right. So there's your F My Lives. Again, you are listening for Sublime. Wrong way. When you hear that, be caller number 10 to win tickets to see them at Ava Amphitheater on May 27th. Just a friendly reminder because it's coming up this hour. And we're back live on the podcast broadcast. Keep those comments flying in, and we'll play some games here in a little bit. I do have audio clips, but here, real quick, let me ask you if you could hear this, because I don't know if you will be able to, which is kind of shitty, but I want to see if you can. Yeah, like this clip. It was a scheduling conflict. Did you guys hear that? Let me know in the comments.
See, I knew that it was scheduled. I knew it got pushed back, and then he wasn't going to go. I wasn't. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it was a choice by him. I think it's just like he's probably got to be doing something else.
Right.
You know, like I don't think he got peer pressured out of it.
Yeah, I'll address this real quick. I know you don't want me to address it, but no. The short answer is no, he didn't quit. You will see Austin again.
Yeah, everything will be fine.
Yeah, he's going to eat some humble pie, and he's had a moment to reflect on it, and he's realizing that he may have been in the wrong. We'll discuss it more with him privately, I guess. I'd like to air this shit publicly, to be honest with you. I like the reality radio aspect of stuff, and we should, and we will. I mean, to a certain extent, but I'll see where his head's at first. And, he knows that I was disappointed, to say the very least.
Well, again, I think it's just that.
Yeah.
And also, let's just be real, streamers. If you had 5 people in the stream talking about, like, yeah, you suck. Yeah, you're an idiot. Yes, stupid. That's going to suck.
Yeah.
That's hard for anyone to take. I wouldn't be able to take it.
Right.
I don't want none of that. That's hard. Yeah. And it got the whole Austin's a screw up got a little too real.
Right.
Is what happened.
Because he did screw up.
Because he really screwed up. And we don't usually, he doesn't really screw up. It's a fun thing that we kind of tease him about a lot for being an idiot, not a screw up.
Yeah, it's a shtick to a certain extent. I do like Austin. But I mean, he is at that age where he is irresponsible, which sucks, especially when I plan things out. And that does frustrate me. So, I mean, that it came from a real aspect of it. But of course, I don't want to beat him down. Everyone that I work with on this show, as you know, I'm trying to lift up. I'm trying to help out, and I tried to remind Austin this, be like, hey, you have a lot of desire to be an entertainer. You're a musician. You also have a sketch comedy thing. You put together movies. Like, I want to help get the word out and encourage your art, to encourage your goals. And this is how I feel successful, right? It's not checking the bank account, but that would be awesome. But it's by the people I'm able to help achieve their dreams and goals and shine that. And I've been fortunate enough to where I have many success stories, and that's my bragging rights. When it's all said and done, at the end of the day, I know there's handfuls of people out there that appreciate the efforts that I've done for them just because I was a fan of their passion and their talent. And, not that I'm a fan of Austin's music yet. I don't know yet. Sun Monkey hasn't done anything to blow me away. I will continue to encourage them to pursue and work hard at any of their dreams and passions, and then give them the spotlight and help build them up so he could get more people out to see him, to have better times of shows. And that's the whole deal.
Right.
So,
and some of it is just being a 24-year-old.
Right.
What were you like at 24?
No, I know. Dipshit. I was a dipshit till fucking 3 days ago. But the point is, with them, you gotta have thick skin to be able to. We're ball busting.
Yes,
that's what guys do. That's the angle of the show, and we're making fun of each other. Right. And I'm not immune to it. That's the difference between maybe previous experiences I had as here. Like, I'll dish the joke, but I could take the joke. A lot of times I make the joke myself first.
Yeah.
But that's all I want. As far as people surrounding, it's like, hey, take the joke when you fucked up. If you fucked up, you take it on the chin, admit you fucked up, and then move on.
Again, I think it was also the first time you got mad.
I wasn't really mad,
and you weren't really mad.
I know,
but it was on the radio for the bit, and then when he's walking in, no, get out.
Yeah.
Oh, that he must be mad, and he just a lot.
I know.
So yeah,
the thing is, it was theater of the mind. It's me doing my job, entertaining. It was acting outraged and screaming and yelling to the mic that gets people's attention.
Yeah.
Enragement is engagement. That's
You've all been clamoring for it all weekend long, chomping the bit, waiting and wondering because you can't get enough.
No.
You love it so much. You love beef so much.
You're gonna push them away. What are you doing?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I did over exaggerate for the sake of entertainment, and he took it to heart because I'm such a good actor. Like I said in the show open, those skills did not fade. I killed it, and he was just like, "Fuck, man, I don't know whether you hate me or you deserve an Oscar." And the answer is both. Both. I hate you and I deserve an Oscar. But yes, just doing that. So, but yeah, he's fine. He'll be back, maybe this week, maybe not, maybe next week. It really depends on what I want to plan moving forward as far as, because I got things I want to do, but I don't want to rely on it for the stream. So we'll see. But I'm not mad at Austin, and he is not quit the station, and that's the good news. So we will see Austin again. So hey, we summed it up. We're still one big happy family. Fuck you, Powers!
Hey, you lay off of me, you son of a bitch!
I mean,
yeah. All right.
Ren Fair was fun.
35 seconds. We did have a good bonding experience going up to the Ren Fair. It was a good team building experience, if you will. It was there was a lot of conversation, a lot of TED Talks too. A lot of times I just did a lot of listening. We listened to 3 songs, 4 hours in the car. We listened to 3 songs. So that's how much talking there was. So we're all caught up.
He rapped for 30 minutes.
I did
was
rap,
the whole
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that they were doing. They were doing a cipher.
Yeah, it was good. I was stoned. I had some bars. It was not too bad. All right, let's wrap things up with your beef tips. Let's get on there. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That was Soundgarden with Outshine right here. And Rock. Well, I already said that.
Oh, it's good though.
I can say it again.
Yeah.
But I have to say it slower. I keep being like, not yelled at, but told when they give me back the notes, because lately the notes have been good. They're like, hey, the show sounded good. You're feeling comfortable. That's great. If there's one thing and one thing only that you keep effing up is you're saying 102.1 too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I blame the caffeine, man. I'm a caffeine addict. I'm a junkie. I got to get all caffeinated to do this on a regular basis, and especially on a Monday. But I do acknowledge that. I'll mumble through it or whatever. So, I go 102.1. Or sometimes they say I take the O out. So I'm like 121, but I don't do that. I do 102.1. So I just have to remind myself. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Tomorrow morning on Rock 10 2 Pizoint 1. We have tickets to give away for Sublime with Rome, and also what was the other one? Shinedown. Yeah. So those are winning before you can buy them tickets. The Shinedown shows at Auction Pavilion in October, but the Sublime with Rome shows right around the corner. It's May 27th. There you go, at Casino del Sol, the Ava Amphitheater.
Friday.
So yeah, it's going to be a Friday night. That means I got to get myself a hotel room at Casino del Sol, because I love that. Party up with Sublime of Rome and then hit the craps table. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven.
Oh.
I even backed out Little Joe. It's amazing. Let me give you a beef tip before we head on out of here. Spring is here.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people actually do spring cleaning. And I don't know if you're one of those people, Powers.
Love it. Big time.
Well, if you're doing spring cleaning this weekend, according to Google Trends, the top searches are how to organize, and they include how to organize kitchen cabinets, how to organize your closet, how to organize your life, right? Which actually reminds me, this is an excellent beef tip. Okay, if you're going to tackle any project when it comes to spring cleaning, go to Google. They will give you the hacks, the shortcuts that you will need to be able to kick ass. Whatever you do, though, don't ask Siri. That bitch won't tell you anything. All right. So Google will give you the answers to spring cleaning. Siri will just give you 10 links to the Spring Breakers movie with James Franco. All right. So Google it. That's your beef tip of the day. I'd like to thank everybody for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast broadcast at youtube.com/beefvegan. Join us on Discord, Beef Vegan Presents. We're even on Twitch, but nobody cares. Tomorrow morning, we have those tickets. But till then, Riley's up next with tickets to give away as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.